How can you tell if a signature was cut and pasted? Now, if you are looking at documents and you think that's your signature, but you know you didn't sign that document, well, that is called a cut and paste. Now, obviously, we don't use scissors and tape anymore for cut and paste, so it's really called an electronic transfer. And now with Photoshop and Microsoft Word and scanners, a fifth grader could do a cut and paste and make it look pretty authentic. Back in 1972, you had to be pretty fancy. You had to have tape, scissors, copy machines, shadows. It's a lot of different ways. In fact, I know a lot of examiners that are in their 70s and 80s, and they don't fully understand the technology behind Photoshop and electronic transfers. And so if you're going to hire a forensic handwriting expert, you might want to get someone that's a little more familiar with those software. But essentially, a cut and paste is a altered document. It would probably fall into the classification of forgery because you're creating a manufactured document that didn't exist, that gives the illusion that a party agreed to a transaction, such as a marital settlement, a prenuptial agreement, a stock transfer, all this stuff. And here's the kicker on a cut and paste. You will never have an original to inspect. And see, a lot of people are like, hey, you know what? We can't use that evidence because there's not an original wet signature. Well, guess what, Judge? If there was a wet signature, it wouldn't be a cut and paste. By definition, it was created in a computer and then it was output on a printer. So even though you may have a color output, it might be difficult for you to know the difference between a color output and a wet ink signature without hiring an expensive forensic document examiner to take their microscope and go actually look at the document. So a couple of definitions for you. A wet signature means that the ink at one time was wet because it came out of a pen and it was written by a human. So that's the term wet signature. A cut and paste, which is cut dash and kind of like end-to-end outburger, cut and paste. It comes from the old scissors and tape cut and paste, but it's really an electronic transfer or a lift from one page to another. So the secret is, if you want to prove a cut and paste, and I've won 100% of the trials where cut and paste were involved, is you have to find the source document. And if the source document matches that signature exactly, then it obviously is cut and paste because there's a general rule or a general guideline axiom that we use in forensic document examining, which says nobody ever signs their same name twice. No one ever signs their name the same way twice. And because of that, there's going to be small micro differences between your own signature, even your initials, even if you sign 100 times in a row. It'll look the same, and it'll be the same person, but there's slight differences and deviances every time through your whole life. And that rule is really helpful because that axiom tells us if that signature looks like yours, smells like yours, tastes like yours, but it ain't a duck, it's because it is your signature, but it wasn't put there by you. It was transferred from another document. And that's the key. So if you're thinking that maybe there's a contract or piece of paper that you know in your heart you just didn't sign, maybe it was your signature, but it was lifted from another document. That is I would say that is not the most expensive kind of case. If we have the evidence, that's probably on the lower end. And of those cases that we found the source document and had high quality, obviously there was no wet signature because the wet signature would have been the original. I remember a case recently in Los Angeles where we did find the source document. It was in the pile of checks overturned in evidence, but the original had been destroyed. So it was the bank copy of the check. And it was, of course, 2 years before the document had the signature. So we were able to prove that, but we still didn't get to see a wet signature. But obviously, the final document will never have a wet signature because it was created in a computer. My name is Bart Baggett. If you need help with forensic document examination cases, reach out to our company, Handwriting Experts Incorporated. We will guide you to a handwriting expert near you, someone that can solve your problem. We solve $1 billion forgery cases, and that would include altered documents, contracts, they cut and paste. handwritingexperts.com.